Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
It's just there's a lot of obstacles in their way that they struggle with.
A new study says 1 in 5 children have a mental health disorder, and only 20% are actually diagnosed.
It's another example of what officials are calling a mental health crisis. And our local schools are noticing the problem and tackling it head on.
Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer reports on what you need to know when it comes to the mental disorder your child could be facing.
Some are experiencing anxiety, depression. Some are just, they're having a hard time focusing in school.
These are the things teachers are seeing every day. In fact, nearly half of mental illness cases begin at age 14, and about 80% of those are not receiving any treatment. This is a real dilemma for the schools. The problem is so serious, 18 schools in the area are in Fargo today. They know they might be the first to diagnose it.
Right now it does, come to the school, and they come and it looks like a school issue. It's really a community issue.
So how are schools attacking this? Well, they have a weapon called Rethink Mental Health.
I'm sitting down with them. I'm taking the chair. I'm sitting down with them.
This initiative is all about really understanding what the student's going through.
This is to look deeper and understand what's the reasoning behind, or what happened to this child, or what happened to this adult that had them make this decision.
They say there has been a lack of empathy, especially towards middle school age students. And by emphasizing this need in schools, they are hoping it will help with this mental health crisis.
Kids need it the most. We say, you should know better. You should know how to do that. You can do better. But what we need to step back and always teach.
And this is just the beginning. They know it's going to take some time, but in the end, they are hoping this will positively impact students and give them the motivation they need to succeed. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
So how can you tell if your child is suffering from a mental illness? We have some suggestions from the experts. They say if your child has patterns of changes in behaviors and difficulty concentrating on tasks, these could be signs of depression. Now, for more signs to be on the lookout for, go to our website at valleynewslive.com.
If you didn't slip or slide today, then you probably weren't outside. And let's find out from Hutch if caution remains the word for the night as well. Hutch?
Indeed it does, as we still have icy roads up and down the Red River Valley, and radar shows a little bit of activity continues into the evening. Tonight, well, things are quieting down. Our winds were quite gusty. Still, the radar shows a few areas of light snow. Some of this is falling as freezing drizzle. Between Grand Forks and Fargo, there's a band. There's a band in north central portions of North Dakota and northeast South Dakota, where a winter weather advisory is just posted by the National Weather Service until the morning hours for areas of freezing rain. So no matter your direction of travel, icy roads will be a problem. What won't be are the wind gusts that hit 63 miles per hour today in the FM area. Temperatures coolest to the east where we have teens. The rest of us will be stapled in the 20s for our evening, and Fargo will eventually dip down into the teens with winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour tonight. So quieter weather as we go through the evening hours. Grand Forks will be in the mid-teens. It looks pretty dark there on that graphic, but we'll turn the lights on for you in Grand Forks, and we'll let you know the sun will come out, and have an idea of what kind of weather you can expect tomorrow in Grand Forks here in a few minutes.
Please, no more slippery roads.
Right, it's going to take a while. It's thick.
I know. Thank you, Hutch.
Uh-huh.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free.
A man is in jail accused of firing a gun at another man after an argument last night in Otter Tail County, Minnesota. Officers say 53-year-old Stephen Willett got into a fight with a friend and fired a handgun numerous times. He was arrested and charged with dangerous weapons, reckless discharge in a municipality, and second-degree assault.
For this week's Wanted Wednesday, the Moorhead Police Department is asking for your help in finding this man, Dallas Viker. He's wanted on multiple warrants, including felony fifth-degree possession of a controlled substance. He's believed to be somewhere in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Police ask that you never try to apprehend a suspect yourself. But if you do have any information regarding his whereabouts, please contact dispatch at 451-7660.
Authorities in the Devil's Lake area are asking for your help in finding a woman that signed out of her halfway house for a dental appointment and never came back. 33-year-old Leanne Eisman signed out yesterday afternoon. She's Native American, about 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighs 175 pounds, and has brown eyes and long brown hair. Contact law enforcement if you have any information on where she might be.
Nearly 200 pounds of pot was confiscated in Stutsman County. On Monday, law enforcement pulled over a van for a traffic stop on I-94 about 9 miles east of Jamestown. Authorities smelled marijuana coming from the car and searched the vehicle. Court documents state that officers seized 198 pounds of marijuana along with $5,000 in cash. May Tao of St. Paul, Minnesota, and Zhang Tao of California were charged with possession of a controlled substance with intent to deliver and possession of drug paraphernalia. The Stutsman County Sheriff's Department says the bust was probably the biggest in the office's history.
Fire destroyed a barn in the Southern Valley early this morning. Crews were called to the burning structure along Highway 13 east of Morton, North Dakota. This picture was sent to us by one of our viewers who spotted flames while on his way to work. No one was injured. The cause is still being investigated.
Today, Minnesota Governor Mark Dayton said he will appoint Lieutenant Governor Tina Smith to serve as United States Senator for Minnesota. Smith will be appointed to serve a one-year term in the Senate, ending in January 2019. Minnesotans will choose a U.S. Senator in a special election to serve the remainder of the term being vacated by Al Franken, which will be held next year. Smith said she will run for the seat at that time. Senator Al Franken has said that Tina Smith will be an excellent U.S. Senator in his place.
North Dakota voters last year approved the use of medical marijuana, but an operating plan has yet to be implemented. An updated version of the law went into effect in April. Health officials are holding public hearings across the state this week to discuss the program with residents. The state health department has the requirements to get the program running, and today they went over the rules with people in Minot.
We're anticipating 10 to 12 months right now in regards to when usable marijuana would be eligible or would be available for qualifying patients. There's a number of factors that come into play. The first factor is to have these proposed rules approved by the Legislative Administrative Rules Committee.
Now, additional public meetings are scheduled for tomorrow in Fargo at the Fargo Cass Public Health at 9 o'clock and in Grand Forks at the Grand Forks County Building at 2 p.m.
Don't let that chilly winter air seeping into your home raise your heating bills. Instead, there are things that homeowners and renters can do to keep heat in and cold out. Sealing all the cracks in the basement and around windows will keep heat from escaping. For a temporary fix, use plastic cling on windows. A place many people forget to check is to have 19 inches of insulation in their attic. Employees say another common place people forget, the outlets. Light switch sealers are easy to apply to keep the cold from coming in.
We have reached mid-December with winter temps remaining pretty good. Later on Valley News Live at 6, what it means for anxious ice anglers.
And staying with the holiday theme, the 12 scams of Christmas.